Kaluit mo na kayo, Mr. Lightstone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's unfortunate that we're having this discussion here today. The matter of a vote of non-confidence is, of course, a very drastic measure and a challenging process for all involved, on this side of the table as well as on the other side. Mr. Speaker, Tuesday morning, I asked Nunavummiut to provide their input, and they have answered. Over the last 24 hours, I was surprised with the number of emails that I received. And I would like to take a moment to read a little bit of what I've heard. I do not think this is appropriate timing. I think this early ousting is ridiculous. I think as a whole, PJ has done a great job. A slap and a warning would have been a better message from all MLAs in order to address matters of concern. I do have confidence in PJ Akiaga, and I believe he has done a great job as Premier. And again, these are constituents' words. My husband and I are not in support of the non-confidence vote. We are in support of the Premier. I'm very happy with the job he's doing, and I hope he remains Premier. I believe he has been the most active and productive Premier I've seen in my nearly 10 years of living in Nunavut. It's very difficult to effect change in this territory, but I believe he has done well for Nunavummiut. He has my support to continue as Premier, and I would appreciate it if you would also support him as well. People need to know that they are public servants, which is how PJ Akiaga is to his constituents and in his role as a leader. You now need to speak on behalf of the Premier. I believe the majority of us in Nunavut do not want to see him go. Mr. Speaker, like I said, I was surprised at the amount of emails I received, and that is just a few examples. In summary, all emails that I've received from constituents have been in support of the Premier and have been alluding to the inappropriate timing given the fact that the election is only months away. Don't get me wrong, Mr. Speaker. I share my members' frustrations when minister dances around a question or when I have to follow up with a minister to ask when I can expect a response. Or more significantly, when I have to repeat concerns year over year with little to no progress on the matter. However, in order to address performance issues, I would prefer a more amicable approach. I prefer to identify shortcomings and allow an opportunity to seek corrective action. On multiple occasions, I've made this recommendation to my regular member colleagues and recommended utilizing a letter of expectation similar to what regular members caucus submitted to the Executive Council in the 5th Assembly when we were facing the exact same frustrations. Mr. Speaker, I believe that this would be a more appropriate first step. I do not agree with taking drastic measures without an opportunity to correct the matter first. There's been no scandal or serious breach of ethics, and as such, I see no justification to bring down the government, and more importantly, I do not believe it is in the best interests for Nunavut. We are less than a year away from the end of this Assembly. We have a lot of work to do, and we need to remain focused and not let distractions get ahead of us. Mr. Speaker, for this reason, I'm happy to say that I will vote with my constituents and my conscience, and that I will not be supporting this motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.